Hey everyone, back. In this video we're going to be attacking the Dark Fog base. Now I did a previous video that was very similar to this, but I'm just going to say this: don't underestimate this base, this Dark Fog base that's on your home planet, because it's going to be way more difficult to take down than the other base I showed you in my other video. I've already done a few practice runs and I've failed, so no guarantees here. And a couple things to note. That's the relay station hovering above the ground, just above their base. What it does is it builds the base. So the longer you leave it, the more stuff shows up. There's radar towers, there's high energy laser towers, and of course the core. So if we manage to destroy this base, it's going to leave a giant hole in the ground, and we have to fill that hole with foundation and soil, because if we don't, this relay station is just going to rebuild the base fairly quickly, within minutes, I would think. If we do manage to fill in the hole, the relay station will actually leave, and then our planet will be free of the Dark Fog and their attacks. Now, another thing that I want to mention to you that I didn't mention in my other video, if you look at your technology tree, kind of in the middle here is geothermal extraction, and this technology allows you to build a geothermal power station. And this particular power plant generates about 2 to 2.5 times as much as a thermal power plant, and this geothermal one doesn't require any fuel. Typically what happens is you won't be able to use it on your home planet, but if you go to like a planet where there's a bunch of lava, you place these geothermal power plants directly in the lava, and you get a modifier based on where you've placed it. So if there's lots of deep lava around, you might get like 120% modifier, which actually increases the amount of power generated by this thing. And the reason why I'm mentioning it is when you destroy the Dark Fog base and there's a big hole in the ground, you can actually place one of these geothermal power plants instead of foundation, and this power plant will fill the hole and the relay station will leave. And you even get, the game kind of rewards you with a really high bonus to power generation. I've seen as high as like 310%. So if you put this in that, if you fill the hole with one of these geothermal power plants, it could generate over 10 megawatts of power alone, which is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 thermal power plants. Anyway, I thought I would mention that. We're not going to be able to do that because we need red cubes, and we don't have red cubes yet, and it's generally a little ways away. Now, another thing I want to mention is I've researched this prototype. It was only 200 of these blue cubes, and this prototype is actually an attack drone. It's the first attack drone you can get, and they're pretty neat. I've made 100 of them, and they're just in my inventory, or they were, but yeah, let me just, so that I had 100 of them in my inventory, and if you hit C for the mecha panel, you can drag them over, and down here you'll see that Icarus has a hangar and he has a fleet, and my fleet capacity is very low right now. I can only have one fleet of 4, so I'm just going to click on each of these little 4 boxes, and I'm going to place a prototype in there. So and the rest of the other 96 I'm going to put in this hangar. So what this means is in a combat situation, these prototypes will automatically deploy from Icarus, and there'll be like a little squadron of 4 of them, and they come out and they shoot, and they help you out. And if they happen to die, it'll just take another one from the hangar and add it back to the fleet automatically. That you can see that there's room for expansion if you go to your technology tree and go to upgrades, like down, there's like combat drone durability. Again, it needs red cubes, we don't have it. Combat drone attack speed, combat drone damage. If you want to expand the size of your fleet, there's upgrades for that as well. And eventually, let me see if I can find it. Like, these are just attack drones, but eventually you're gonna get a Corvette and destroyer. I don't think I've ever actually had a destroyer, but I've had a fleet of Corvettes, and they work the same way. You put them in your hangar in Icarus, and you're gonna use it. I've used it before. I've only done this once, but somewhere around here, can't quite see it. There it is the hive. So the Dark Fog hive, you can attack it with those Corvettes, and I've successfully wiped out a hive before. But let's get the show on the road here. So I've added only 2 assembly machines that are making foundation, and they make 90 foundation per minute. So that's what all these ingots and all this steel is only enough to feed like 2 of these assembly machines making foundation. So you can see that it's a slow process. And another way to think of it is every time you plop down this 10 by 10 grid of foundation, it's roughly took 1 minute to produce that. Anyways, let's fly over here where I've cleared out a spot. So to attack their base, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little attack base. And I'm going to hide behind this attack base. Which is going to be full of missiles and turrets and stuff. So this is what I'm going to be hiding behind when I'm attacking their base. I'm going to put 2 missile launchers and 3 gauze turrets. This is going to be the same blueprint I used last time. I'm going to put a bin here. That's going to be an ammo bin, so I need a belt going from the ammo bin to each of the gauze turrets. And let's put a Mark II sorter. And we got to do the same for the missiles on the other side. magnet belt, make sure it's going the right direction. Connect those two up. Don't forget the sorter. And we're going to place this whole attack base has to be powered by one of these thermal power plants. And we're going to need a fuel bin in the middle. And it's going to go down like this. Put a sorter, put a sorter. And we will also need a Tesla tower to make sure. We might actually need two. To make sure everything is connected to the grid. And to kick everything off, I'm going to add this wind turbine. Now, along the bottom, there's a button for blueprint. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the scissors in the upper left corner. I'm going to lasso our attack base, left click. In the upper right corner, you have to pick a thumbnail, so I'm just going to choose missile turret. Thumbnail text, I'm just going to call it G3 attack base version 2 because I already have one there that doesn't work very well. So I'm going to save, escape, escape, escape. Hit X on the keyboard and hold shift so I can delete this stuff because we were just building it so we can get the blueprint of it. And now we're just one last sanity check here. I might actually take 2 extra missiles, 2 extra magnum ammos, and we're definitely going to need more coal. And we're ready. Right, I'm gonna head over there. There it is. No, we don't want to get too close to it. We don't really want to deal with water because it's going to interfere with us placing our attack base. So this looks like a good place to approach from. I'm going to give it a minute to fill up my energy. Just kind of have a look here. Now, if I place this base too close, then they're going to overwhelm me. And if I place it too far away, it's not going to shoot at them. But what I think I'm going to do, just because I know that this is going to be a brutal fight, is I'm actually going to place one kind of back here. And if they don't attack me, then great, but if they do, then we'll just kind of start from there. But if they don't attack me, I'll place another one in front of it, and they definitely will attack that one. And when they do come to attack it, we'll already have a base in place ready to protect us. Actually, just to take that logic a step further, I might put these gauze turrets down here. No, I'm asking for trouble if I do that. Let's just put the base down and see what happens, guys. Okay, and when I place it, it's going to be go time, so got to remember, go through this mental exercise. In the left bin, we're placing the ammo. In the right bin, we're placing the missiles. And the first thing we got to do is put the fuel in the center bin. So let's go for it. Here we go. So ammo, the center bin is going to have the fuel. Now, it looks like they're not attacking, and that's kind of a good thing. I have a feeling these missiles are going to shoot at them though. Yeah, that's going to kick it off. And you can see my attack drones are in there fighting for us. Kind of on the upper right. These are... Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to try to place some gauze turrets to help us out here. Okay. Now I'm going to put another one a little bit closer, and hopefully I'm not being too aggressive. Because they have these laser, high-powered laser turrets that can do a lot of damage to us. So if we get too close, we're going to see that for sure. I really wish my construction drones would hurry up. Okay, I'm going to delete this other base back here because I want to move it up. Looks like we got a bit of a skirmish going. Fuel in the middle. It's taking a while to build this. Get some ammo in there. Put some missiles in there. Holy cow, guys, we might be in trouble here. Can't even get stuff down with. My drones are busy repairing stuff. My energy is really low. Get this power plant up. These missiles up. This thing's out of fuel. Come on, build this. Okay. Hopefully we get these missiles online. Try to get some gauze turrets up here. They might get blown up right away by these lasers that they have.
Base core destroyed.
Okay, we destroyed the base core, which is good. Got to clean up the rest of these buildings here. Hopefully we don't run out of ammo or fuel, like I think this one ran out of fuel. I'm going to delete this base here really quick. I know I just built it, but we need to kind of move it up. Put it right here. Let's get aggressive with it. The fuel there, the missiles there.
Building destroyed.
Oh, you got a laser somewhere. Gotta watch out for that laser. Okay, here we go. Building is down. High energy laser tower. Raider camp. Another laser tower. And I think that's it. So if you look up, ooh, is there? See, the relay station rebuilt the planetary base,
Base core destroyed.
so we had to destroy it a second time. Now, if I click on it, it's going to fill it in with 100,000 soil and some foundation. If I had a geothermal power plant, I could have put it here, and it would have been generating a lot of power with like a 310% bonus. I'm just going to click on it, and we filled in the hole, and now that relay station is leaving. And it took off. And that's it. So now the dark fog should leave our planet alone for the most part. Let's clean up this stuff here. And let's quickly check. All of our 100 prototype attack drones are gone. That's alright, I'll build more. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and when you have to do this, best of luck.